How's it going, guys? Welcome to the FM Dugout for episode 4 of Fallen Giant. So, what's happened since the last episode? Well, last time out was the Serie D Cup game. We have since then played a total of 11 league matches. We've drawn 1 and we've won 10. So, we are sitting top of the league now, 5 points clear of Forlì, the team that beat us on the opening day. And our opponents, San Marino today, are sitting in third on 25. So a big game for San Marino. If they can beat us, they'll claw back the 6 point lead down to 3. If we win, then that's a 9 point gap between ourselves and San Marino. Obviously Forlì could still remain 5 points behind us, or we could extend that as well. So in terms of how things are running at the club, fairly smoothly, to be honest. We've got financially, we're losing money each month, which is obviously due to the loan scenario, and we're not really covering that at all. We're covering our wages with the attendance, the gate receipts. We're averaging, I think, about 56%, so that's probably about 12,000 per game, and we had 15,000 for a fan day, so it's not too bad. If we can get ourselves up the divisions, it will certainly help. And one of the things that I wanted to kind of clear up, if I take a quick look at Serie D, Group D, and look at the rules, you can see here the match rules. There must be at least one under 20 player in the first 11, at least 2 under 19 players in the first 11, and 1 under 18 player. So what this basically means is I need to have at least one 17-year-old in the team, and that's a bit of a problem. At the moment in the squad, if we just look at general info, we have 3 people that qualify for that. So we've got Jan Koliatko, who's a centre-back come left-back. He's not too bad, to be honest, for a 16-year-old. But I would rather not play him if I had the option. Eduardo Musiari in midfield, again, I have better options. And then Gabriel Silva, who's the guy I've kind of been relying on more than anyone at centre-back, just because I can pair him up with someone like Lucarelli, who is very, very experienced. That's the polite way of saying he's old. He's 38. So it's a bit like the scenario Rangers had with David Weir and Wilson at the back. So you had one very young and one very old. It's working for us as best we can do it. And also the 2 non-EU players as well. So there's quite a few rules like that. And if we hop up to the Serie C, effectively the Lega Pro Girone A, B and C, you can see that their match rules are a lot less. In fact, there are no match rules in terms of the players that you have to play. Squad registration, on the other hand, you've got to name a number of under 21 players, but that to me is something that I can live with compared to what we're doing at the moment. So I am pretty desperate to get out of this division. So it's going well at the moment. 38 games in total, so we have another 26 to go. So we're about a third of the way through the season at the moment. So yeah, let's take a quick glance at the schedule. The ticker will have all the details of the games. As you can see, we have been doing fairly well. There's a nice run here of 4 clean sheets, scoring a total of 11 goals and conceding none in 4 games. So that was a particularly good run. And you can see the Serie D Cup third round win against Ostia Mare. And we now play Agropoli in the next round. These teams mean nothing to me. I really don't know anything about them. But yeah, it's going fairly smoothly at the moment. So let's jump into today's team selection. And this is the kind of team that I have been going with recently. And I think today I probably am going to go with something similar. I do like Ferretti though. I do like him, and I think Aguay can play. I'm pretty sure he can be on the bench. He's not foreign because he's got Italian nationality. Who can we put? Vignali maybe. What's difficult is because I have to try and balance the kind of youth players, it's difficult to rotate the rest of the team as well. So like Benassi is a good defender for us, as is Lucarelli, but Galimberti also not a bad player, although his stats have gone down considerably since joining us. Alright, I think we're probably good with that. Up front, De Sena and Melandri are kind of scoring, but they're not really playing that well. I usually just rotate between them, but let's see. I think we'll put Miglietta in for today's game. It's going to be quite a tough match. The other thing about the youth rules, if I decide to try and take Coliacco off at any point for, say, Alborno, I can't do it unless I were to bring on someone like Gabriel Silva, because it's not just a case of your match squad, your first 11 has to have someone under 18. You must have someone under 18 at all times. Don't ask me what happens if you don't have a sub and that player gets injured or sent off. I'm kind of hoping the game doesn't bug out at that point, but we'll see. Anyway, that's the team we're going to go with today. The tactic remains as it has been since the start. Don't care. Quite a defensive formation from San Marino. It looks as though we're definitely going to be up against it. Certainly this line here has a player in each position against them, and then 3 centre backs against Melandri, so probably need to look for a bit more coming from Damien and Miglietta today. Let's see, carry on, not too bad. So I think it's going okay, and as I say, financially we're not doing too badly at the moment. I'm hoping we can kind of get up the divisions year on year, and maybe raise the profile of the club again, maybe get better sponsorship deals or something, I don't know. It's just one of those things that I would like to try and sort of offset that loan as best I can. It's going to be difficult. If we can get up to that top division, that would really help, but 11 million to last you 3 seasons, and that's assuming you go up every year. And if we go professional, then we need to start paying wages for everyone that we have, as opposed to paying when they play, as it is with semi-professional. But it's a challenge. It's definitely something that adds a bit of a twist to the game, and looking forward to it. I've enjoyed it so far, and hopefully that will continue. Alces gets through with the shot there outside of the right boot, and not going to trouble our keeper from there. You may have noticed on that home screen, Stojanovic has the highest pass completion ratio at 93%, and again, that's just because I'm telling them to distribute it short, so they hardly ever misplace a pass. Antonio here, one of our best players this season so far. Barai cuts it back to Coliacco, whips it in for Antonio, the header straight at Dini, no power on it at all. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's a decent start to the game away from home against a team sitting third in the league. Lucarelli's been particularly good from corners. That's where he's been scoring his goals. I think he has 4 at the moment, so he's been pretty good from these corners. Antonio now losing out. Lucarelli will play it out wide to Coliacco, to Barai, the inside forward. Coliacco whips it in, looking for Carapi there, couldn't find him. Miglietta now wide again to Coliacco, third time lucky, and Melandri with a shot straight at the keeper again. So 3 shots, 3 in target in the first 10 minutes is decent, but it would have been nicer if we had scored there. Miglietta now to Damien. The fans seem to be pleased with the loan signing of Damien. I mean, unfortunately, these loans, we can't make them permanent. Melandri, nice left-footed finish there into the right corner. Nice little move there down the left wing, and that's us. 1-0 up in the first 20 minutes. Got to be pleased with that. As the league stands at the moment, we open up a 7-point lead over Forlì, and as stated before, 9-point lead over San Marino. So good to have that at the early stages of the season. Hopefully we can maintain that. There's not going to be too many distractions. There's just the Serie D Cup, no other cups that I know of. So We should just be able to focus primarily on getting up out of this league. Koliako now progressing forward, plays it in again. Karapi not able to get in front of his marker. Damien now, Barai not going to use Koliako, instead he goes over to the right to Ferretti. First time cross, can't find anyone. Miglietta back out, another chance for Ferretti towards the byline. Cuts it back, Miglietta looking for Damien, and that's a really slack pass there. There's a decent bit of pressure we had there, and Miglietta just playing a very slack pass there. Ferretti will come forward again, Karapi now. Left footed cross, Melandri is there. Is he onside? The keeper's doing a little bit of a kind of dance up there. It was offside. I thought it might have been fairly opportunistic from Melandri there. Typical kind of poacher goal. He's been pretty decent. I mean, he's certainly given De Sena a run for his money, getting his first team place. As Barai comes inside now, Miglietta, will he shoot? Damien will have a shot, and the keeper's pushed that away. Still the danger's there, but it's cleared for a throw-in. Got to be happy with this first half. A good percentage of shots on target, and just the 51% of possession. Miglietta with a left-footed shot, and that's really not going to do any harm as the first half comes to an end. But yeah, got to be pleased with that. We'll just tell them there's room for improvement. I have noticed that the lads from the Serie A teams on loan really don't seem to respond all that well to me. There are some games where people do, but as you can see here, the team talk is not going down particularly well. It will change, I guess, over time once the Sunday League footballer kind of reputation, or not reputation, experience for the manager starts getting added to. With the number of games we have under our belt here. Barai now with a chance early in the second half. It's cleared away. And obviously as well, learning Italian will help. But luckily I don't actually have to learn it myself, because I would be in a bit of bother if I had to. Yeah. So let's see how things are going with fitness wise. I think everyone seems to be doing okay. I mean, as I say, things are running just smoothly. There's not really any dramas. A few of the games we have gone 1-0 down, and we've had to kind of come back from behind, and this game seems to have gone a little bit better, but obviously with 2 yellow cards there, maybe got to be a little bit cautious. I do still have hard tackling for Parma at the moment, just because they're in the lower leagues. Sometimes you can kind of get away with it. Right, let's see what we can do. I would like Alborno to play, right? So there you go. See that? At least 2 under-19 players in the first 11. So I don't know if I bring on Trakov on the right for Karapi. Actually, he's not really. I'll probably bring him on for Antonio. Mind you, that doesn't go down too well. Karapi's not too bad there. Now, if we try to go with this, with that there, then we get told at least 1 under 18. So this is what I was talking about. Basically at this stage, Benassi has to come off for Silva, and then Koliako comes off for Alborno, and that's the only way that you can actually make those changes. So it's a little bit tricky, but hopefully we'll get ourselves out of this division at the first time of asking, because our youths aren't particularly good, and generally speaking, if your youth facilities aren't great, you're not going to get very good youth intake in your first season. That's one of the reasons why you always have to try and get the board to upgrade youth facilities, I think, in sort of leagues like this where there are those kind of rules. Ferretti plays it in, Barai with a header at the back post, 2-0 now, totally in control, and looking good for the 3 points today. Forley have managed to get themselves in front, so the gap is still 5 points at the moment between ourselves and second. But to be honest, I'm only going to look at our own results. There's no point in kind of looking at other teams around us and how they're doing. As long as we are winning the majority of our games, then we'll take care of ourselves. But yeah, it looks pretty good, and we got another highlight coming up here. So Barai finding Karapi now, playing through the middle. Trakov out wide to Ferretti. acres of space, hits the byline looking for Barai, another header across the goal. Alborno now with a shot. Oh dear. Wild effort over the bar. And here we have a free kick. What is his name? Magnanelli? Barai with a corner. Right, plays it into the penalty spot, and the ball's pinging around. Damien with a shot, Dini with a save. I mean, we could have scored a lot more today. There's been a few chances like that. Dini will come and collect that corner, and that's the end of that chance. Yeah, I don't think San Marino will get themselves back into this game. At 2-0 should be good. Possession switched a little bit more in their favour, but only just. Corapi now drifting out wide to the left. Barai now. Miglietta looking for Alborno. First time cross. Melandri. Nice effort there from him. Second goal of the game. And certainly justifying his starting position. Desena will really have to do well the next time he comes on as a sub. And given the fact if I'm rotating things with the 17-year-olds, you have to make 2 changes. So it really limits my substitutions quite a bit. Olsesi wide to Schiavone, no idea. Kikarevich, Olsesi, saved by Stojanovic. That run of 4 clean sheets that we had was ended when Stojanovic got an own goal. The ball hit the post and came back and hit him and went in. So unlike the usual saves where keepers somehow manage to catch it after it hits the bar, this time it actually hit him and went in. So it was quite ironic that the media had been praising him before the game and then an own goal ended the run. Yeah, I think it looks as though this game's just going to wind down now. San Marino looking to try and get some kind of consolation, but they've lost out. Corapi now surely got to play the pass. Nope, it's a foul. Bracchini could get a yellow card here, not that it will do much, just gets a warning. 5 minutes left on the clock, and it's been a good performance. 3-0 away from home against the team third in the league. This could have been the team that the save game would have been about. They were one of the 8 teams to choose from, so I should be thankful perhaps that they weren't selected. But Damien with the speculative long range effort over the bar there, more of a kind of floated effort there than a driven effort. Got to be pleased. That's a really professional job from the lads. At least that full-time team talk went down fairly well, and Melandri, fairly unsurprisingly winning man of the match there with a rating of 9 and 2 goals. So it's going well. If we have a look at the league, I think I'm going to have to do the Forlì game, given the fact they are our main rivals and I'm looking for revenge. I'm likely to do that. The Serie D Cup, so this is us at the last 16, so probably once we get to the semi-final, if we do, that's where I'll start to cover those games off and see if we can get some silverware this year. So anyway guys, that is the end of episode 4. Hopefully you enjoyed that win over San Marino. If you did, please leave a like and or a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the series so far and how you think things are going. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And until the next time guys, I'll see you when I see you.